Hey y'all, Jeff here with Jeff's Cars and Garage, and welcome back to another video. And let me kind of move the camera around just a little bit more. And as the teaser video I put out, we got to come up with, we got to figure out what's happening with the coolant on this. Now, just as a background, when this car gets driven, the low coolant light comes on. I'll top it off, I'll go drive it again, the low coolant light comes on. So one of the things that I thought of, and you actually thought of it too, is we're losing coolant through through the head gasket. But it doesn't make sense because the car runs fine. If you're putting coolant into the head, into a combustion chamber, that you're really going to have some, you're going to have some rough running issues because and that much coolant. So I got on eBay and looky here. Oh, Jose, looky what we got here. A full test kit.
Beautiful.
Look at that. And, I was going to do this, but I thought, he enjoys working on this stuff. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to have him do the testing. And I mean, this is a universal kit. So we'll be using the radiator cap method since it is a sealed system. And we're going to pressure test it. We also put another piece of cardboard underneath the car to see, where we're losing the coolant. So you can have fun with the brand spanking new tool.
Yeah, I do love this setup, especially with all these nice keys that we got here, especially with the gauge. Then you got your hand pump for your pressure test, which does not require the car to be on.
Right.
But you can still do it.
And that's why I got this, was because I don't want the car running, because I want to be able to find out where the leak's coming at. So let me go I'm going to grab the sawhorses so you can set the kit there, although
we sure can.
And that way you can you can play to your heart's desire. Oh, wait a minute. You're not
nice.
Your audio is not on because I'm wearing it.
Yeah, I do like these. It's actually well built. Very nice hand pump. You got your release, your attachment valve.
We'll just make a workbench here. And then later today, we're going to also test another theory. How about that? Here's a portable workbench.
That works for me.
So I'm going to kind of man the camera while he's doing the work. And we've got coolant in the reservoir, so therefore, if it's going to push any coolant out, it's going to push it.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't need this guy because we know the pressure's there. We just got to find the leak.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's why we got this nice little pump here.
Oh, this is all you do is just hook that up and pump it up and then watch it drop.
Just got to watch for your pressure. Right now I'm going to build some pressure in there. And we do have a leak somewhere. There is no pressure buildup.
Really? Is the valve off? Oh.
No. That's the release valve.
Okay. See, this is why I have him do it.
Yep.
Oh, look at where folks, now I see where the leak is. Look right here. It's this. It's the heating system for the washer fluid.
That's very loose.
So it's leaking.
That's where we're losing our fluid.
And see, I wouldn't have seen that, folks, when the engine was running, because it would just run out. So it's actually the coil that runs through there. So
beautiful.
So what we could do is then, shoot, I don't know if folks can see this.
Oh, you need new seals on this
Well,
cover.
okay, let's take this out, or let's take this off. What that is, that's the heating coil that goes through to keep the...
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, look at that.
Yeah, the
So it's
rubber
the
seals
whole-
are done.
Well, but yeah, it's not. There's not supposed to be antifreeze going into this.
Nope.
So we need to bypass here.
Yep.
So let's take, well, up to the farm store to see if we could get a barb fitting to go across there. So I've got coolant in my washer fluid, so we ought to take this whole thing out and just dump it.
So it's going in there.
So, all right, I can run up to the farm store. What is that, a 3/8? I need a 3/8 barb fitting. I probably need brass, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to let the video run, and I'm going to put the mic right here on, and hope folks you can see this. I'm just going to hang the mic right here on it, and actually let me turn the mic around. I don't think I have any barb fittings like that. I'll let you take that out. We're going to have to dump all that. We're going to have to dump all that antifreeze.
Yeah, that's a lot of antifreeze.
In that washer fluid. And I've been spraying that on the daggum windshield. That's going to make a sticky mess.
Yeah, very sticky. Especially with this muggy weather we get here in the Midwest.
All right, so let me go get the keys to my pickup, and then I'll run up there. I'll let you take. We'll just take that whole coil out. Just have to undo those and pull that. I'll go get a hard fitting. Oh my goodness! And then we'll just take the washer ready to pour out.
Release the air. Yeah, no
Because
pressure.
there was no air. Here's just some towels.
That is crazy.
I kept seeing that thing going full, but
So that's where all your coolant is.
that's where the coolant's going. So now, all right, let me go get. I'll get a 3/8 and a half inch part. Okay. Because that's 3/8. That's 3/8 coolant.
Yeah, it looks about 3/8.
Okay. We do want brass, right?
Yes.
Because that's gonna have coolant. Try my toolbox over here.
No, I'm looking for another one like this so I can swap it.
Oh, well, we'll just bypass it.
Oh, clog the hose.
Oh, gotcha.
That's about it.
All right, I'll be back.
All right, sounds good.
The video is running, so you know this is not made for children. So swear like that.
Well. Nice to you today. First. I would have some music on, but you know how it is nowadays. Too many rights. Got him. One hose down. One hose down. On to our next one here. Man, they sure really tighten these down. Just remember, when you use hose clamps, don't over tighten them, because you will rip that rubber hose. Every mechanic's favorite thing to do is deal with hoses. Well, not really. Alright, second clamp off. Oh yeah, there's some pretty little feet. And choke on it. Whoop, whoop. And back this guy out. Oh, these are always fun. Just so you all know, I am not a Mercedes mechanic, but hey, a car's a car, almost the same concept anyway. Some attachments here. One of our wires here. And disconnect this guy back here. There's like 2 more wires in here that I gotta remove. And I'll probably remove the nut knob that holds the whole tank in place. Carefully, without losing any washers. Mechanic's best friend is always going to be magnet. There's people like me, I'll forget things and I'll leave it somewhere else and I'll totally forget about it. Look at that. Now I'm going to find the right one. And no, this one right here is not a 10mm socket. It's a Mercedes. So good riddance. I did not have to use a 10mm socket. Voila! Here's your one of your mount brackets. Voila! Get a little coolant on my hands, which I don't mind, but it's very sticky and it's humid. It's humid. Let's see. Ooh, very sticky. Tell you what, guys, it's a little humid today, but not so bad. All right. These are not sticking no more. No more. Alright. Dig into the mouth. This Mercedes has been in a lot of pain. Hopefully we can do some good operation on this vehicle. Some gloves want to go in. No! It does not go in. Oh. Guess I got big hands. Alright. My goodness. Aren't you cool? Alright. See this one here? Got one of these sensors right here. So we need a unplug. Oh no. Yeah. Things coming out from. Well, we found the leak too. It's actually kind of dead here. Come out. Oh, she's leaking a lot. Woo-hoo! Alright, now that we lost all that there, here's your coil. Tell you what though, she is very milky at the bottom. If you guys can see that, look at that brown stuff in there. That's the kind of stuff you don't want on a car, especially a Mercedes. And carefully take it out. And voila, there is our coil. Oh, all right. If you guys know about these coolant coils, there is an adapter right here. As you can see right here, you can see where our problem is. This is what you don't want to see. That's why it keeps overfilling. Oh, and I dropped the cap. Look at that. So this is not supposed to come off like that. So, Houston, we found the problem. Whoop, whoop. Then you got your cap here. Obviously, when you have these caps on, you got to have some O-rings on it to keep that pressure inside as well too. Well, not necessarily much pressure, but keeping that fluid inside that canister. But there you go, folks. This is the coil that was giving us the problem. So technically, that engine coolant is supposed to go in and come out and uses the windshield fluid to actually help it keep it cool. So that's one of the reasons why they put it in there, which I think this design is actually pretty nifty. But not bad. Lost a lot of its color. And here's that nastiness in there. Very milky. Not what you want to see in these. Here's your sensor that gives you your flow just at the bottom. Usually when I do repairs on these, I do like to clean them out. I do like to take the sensor out and clean it out as carefully as possible so it still works without using any solvents or solutions. Just wipe her down, give her a nice wipe down, and she should be fine. And the rest of it, wash it out and she should be good. But there you go. Voila. Now, there is some clips on these guys right here. You just gotta give it a nice little and they'll come out. And you got this other guy right here, which is not really bad. But usually you want to see these somewhat covered because the nipple actually extends out guy's front. And when I do disconnect, I am good at remembering on how to put things back together. But for this one, I'm going to label it on which one's the front and which one's the rear. That way I don't mix them up because they do go within the sequence of the ECU. Oh man. What to do, what to do. Well, we'll see when Daddy comes home and see what he thinks. But I did find multiple issues here. Surprisingly, how these sensors were sitting inside, well, not inside, but on the side with an O-ring. It was losing some coolant at the bottom. Not much, but it was losing some. And that's just due to the O-rings. O-rings are expected to give out. It's just a piece of O-ring rubber. But over time, if you see any sort of rubber on a car, just inspect it just to be sure, because you don't want to deal with this. But man, do I want to ride this guy hard as hell. She's a fun car to drive, tell you what. Oh shoot, be careful with her coil. Yeah, our coil is good. Put this guy here. Got a little more napkin here to wipe my fingers. Woo, very sticky. It's so sticky, Jose. It's so sticky. Well, I guess I got that down. But I also got to go check on the accumulator, because apparently I've been under this damn car so many times. Woo, tell you what. When Daddy asked me to check it, I was like, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just been so many times under the hood and under the car. There's a couple of times where I do miss something, but there's times where I don't see something because they're hidden. So on these, on their accumulators, they actually like to be hidden right behind the fuel filter and the fuel pump. It's basically right behind the actual guard bracket that lays behind the fuel pump and the filter. It just protects it from any debris or rocks from the wheels, throwing stuff around inside so that they don't get hit or punctured. That's one of the reasons why it has that plate guard in the back. But to find it, you actually got to take that off to get on top on where the accumulator sits. It's mostly behind that rear frame where it likes to hide pretty well. So hopefully that should fix our issue with this guy on the hard start. It takes a couple of tries for it to run, but man, she runs like a champ. But do I or should I wait for Jeff to come back? Nah, we're gonna go take a look at that accumulator now. So I'm gonna take my handy dandy light over here. And I'm gonna go under the car. Now I need another cardboard. Oh man. It's alright, we got plenty of cardboard here. Don't ask me why we have so much cardboard here. I think that should be an answer that needs to come from our Senor Jefe. Alright. got my little cushion. A little cushion for this car. Oh yeah?